I appreciate it. Appreciate your time always. My question for you is just, what have you seen from the development of Mercy Miller throughout these summer workouts?
Um, I think um, Mercy is, Mercy's good at certain things, and there's certain things that he's got to continue to work on. That um, you know, uh, and if you're new on these calls or if you're a veteran on these calls, you'll hear me say things that I've said for a while. So to the veteran guys that's been on here, I apologize for repeating myself a lot. Um, um, I'm not smart enough to come up with new stuff all the time, but I think defensively is where you have to have the best chemistry, not offensively. Look at the Knicks' chemistry on offense. It was Brunson. He took most of the shots and made most of the decisions because the ball's in his hands. The other four guys, it's important that they know exactly where to go and what to do. But the chemistry was Brunson. Um, but defensively, that's where it requires attention and reaction. Everything's predicated. Like if the big guys make a coverage call, well, five guys are moving to one spot, and that coverage call could be free throw line extended, could be in the left slot, the right slot, in between the slots, and from the slot to the sideline on the other side. Every time there's a pick and roll in that, you got to move. So I don't care how good you can score. That has nothing to do with defense. We're not going to win many games here, 92 to 91. So we got to be able to guard people. And when they shoot and miss, we got to be able to go get it. And then we can go on offense. So if you're playing 64 to 70 possessions a game, that's 64 to 70 times the other team has the ball. And so in those possessions, how many breakdowns will we have? The reason why we create so many shot clock violations is in those possessions, we don't have any breakdowns. They're looking for a certain shot or they're running a certain action for a shot or to throw it to a certain player. And we have to guard the action. Now, in the course of that action, you're going to see, not just look, but you got to see, and you can't guard the play as it is. You have to guard it as it will be, and that's where some kids struggle. That's not easy to do. If it was, then everybody would have a shot clock violation. Everybody would be forced into a hard shot. A lot of times teams get easy shots because there's a defensive breakdown. So we work really, really hard to make sure five guys are guarding. Four guys are always guarding the ball. There's only one guy that ever guards. Uh, if your man has the ball, that means that you're guarding your man. The other guys aren't guarding their man; they're guarding the ball. The only time they're guarding the ball, the only time they're guarding their man is if he has the ball. I don't know if that makes sense. But if your man doesn't have the ball, you got to be in the right spot. You got to react to rolls, short rolls, long rolls, skip passes, pin downs, ghost screens. There's a multitude of actions that you've got to be able to guard. And if you're consistently making mistakes, it's hard to play you because practice determines all that. So people say, why doesn't this player play more? Why does this player more? Well, trust me, there's a reason why.